Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. It's time for our early morning stretch. I'm still feeling a little bit croaky this morning. Oh dear. So, good news. It's the start of the working week. We've had a lovely 4-day bank holiday for those of us and not working over the moment. But the good news Ben is in the house. He's actually got up this morning. Just gonna have a little peek. Look, there he is. I don't really want to ask him to come and say hello, otherwise I'm never going to get him back to calm down. Ben, do you want to come say hello? Come here. Come and say hello. Here he is. Ben is in the house. A bit too close there. Okay, so nothing to grab this morning. Just your mats, just yourselves. This could all go really wrong now I've got Ben here, so apologies if it does. Right, go and get on your mat. On your mat. And everyone else, come to their mats as well. Benny. There you go. Okay, we're going to start this morning. So this morning's actually going to be quite a slow, gentle class. I'm just feeling a bit like at the moment. Possibly a little bit too much alcohol over the weekend. But I just want to slow things down. So as we practice this morning, I'd like you to really focus on lengthening your exhalations and really letting go throughout the body. So we're going to start this morning in child's pose. If I can get the dog off of the mat. Okay, so sinking your hips down onto your heels. Let's walk the hands out in front of this morning. Just have a little stretch through the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the forehead down to the ground. If the forehead doesn't want to reach, that's fine. Just use your hands as a little pillow. You'll bring your head onto your hands. So just take a moment to find your comfortable child's pose. Not easy when you've got Ben joining in. And then just see if you can let go of your shoulders. See if you can let go of your elbows, your wrists and your fingers. And find that lovely opening all the way along the back of your spine. Letting go from the crown of your head, through each vertebra, all the way down to the tailbone. Have a little wiggle if that feels nice. Just allow your chest to sink down onto the thighs. And relax your legs all the way down to your toes. And start to be aware of your breathing now. Take a deep breath in. See if you can count for the inhale for the count of 4. And see if you can exhale for a count of 6. So just working at your own pace this morning. And we're just working to lengthen the exhalation. So inhaling for 4. And exhaling for a count of 6. Just do that a few more times. Imagine you're breathing right the way down to the lower abdomen and all the way into the back of the body. And then when you're ready, on your next inhalation, roll up through the spine. Pressing away from the ground, and let's just stack the hands underneath your shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Really press away from the ground here so the chest is lifted. You have a little stretch through the top of the shoulders. As you inhale, tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop the tummy down, lift the chest and take your gaze upwards. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, roll up through the spine, tucking the chin into the chest and pressing away so you find that little space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, tilt the tailbone, lift the chest and look up. And exhale, softly rolling under. Maybe sway a little bit here from left to right, really releasing off those shoulders. And we'll do that one more time. So inhale, bring the chest forward, tilt the tailbone up. And exhale, softly roll under. Come back to a nice neutral spine, tuck the toes under, very gently lift the hips, come into a soft downward dog, so shooting the hips up to the ceiling, sinking the chest down to the floor, hugging the tummy in, press into your fingers, into your thumb, and maybe just paddle through the feet a little bit here, stretch out one leg, and then stretch out the other, and do that a few times each side. Allowing the shoulders to come away from the ears slightly, the shoulder blades to glide down the back. Take a nice deep inhalation here as we exhale, lower the knees down to the ground. Untuck your toes and walk your hands in towards your knees. So we're coming to a kneeling position if you're comfortable kneeling. If this does create any tension, you can actually put a little cushion between your knees and the calves, or if that still doesn't feel very nice, you can come down to a seated position. Okay, so just finding your comfortable seated kneeling position. Lengthen out of the spine, take the crown of the head to the ceiling, softly close your eyes, bring your hands onto your thighs. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 6. Do that one more time. Inhale. And a lovely long exhalation. Interlink your fingers together. Press the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. But allow the shoulders to come back into their sockets, so you're not hunching the shoulders up to the ears. Take a nice deep breath in. Again, inhale for 4. Take your gaze up to your hands. Exhale for a count of 6, hugging the lower tummy in towards your spine. Inhale for a count of 4. Stretch those hands away. Exhale for 6. Lovely. Unlocking the hands, taking the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, interlock the hands behind you. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your hands up behind you, just starting to open up through the chest, through the shoulders. Inhale deeply as you exhale, see if you can lift those arms just a little bit more. It's a really big opening into the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And again, deep breath in. And exhale, lift the arms one last time. And gently release those hands away. Give the arms a nice little shake. Bring your hands back to your thighs. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Lengthen out through the back of the neck and allow the shoulders to melt down from the ears. Inhale deeply and roll the head around to the right. Up to the ceiling. Down to the left. And let's just circle around the other way. So inhaling to the left. Up to the ceiling. And exhale round to the right. Lovely. Bring your head back to neutral. Bring the fingertips towards the front of your shoulders, your thumbs to the back. As you inhale, bring the elbows together and rotate them round in a lovely big circle. Keep the chest lifted, keep the spine straight. Clunk, click. You can hear my shoulder going. One more time this way and then we'll reverse the action. Trying to get the elbows together as you come to the front and then gently circle around the other way. 2 more times. Lovely. And again, shake those arms out. Bring the weight slightly forward, tuck the toes and then gently roll all the way up to standing. All the way up, slowly, slowly, leaving the head till last. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to turn to face you. You don't need to turn, you can just continue where you are. Inhale, float the arms out to side and up and overhead. Interlock the fingers, press the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling, but allow the shoulders to come back into their sockets. tuck the tailbone under a little bit, hug the tummy in, breathing nice and deeply, stretch the hands up to the ceiling. As you exhale, gently tilt to your right, pressing the hip out to the side. Inhale back to center and exhale to the left. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. Lovely. Inhale all the way up to center. This time as you exhale, we're going to float all the way forward with a nice straight back. Coming down into a soft forward fold. So take the feet slightly wider apart, about 4 or 5 inches apart. Bend the knees if that feels nice this morning. And let's just see if we can let go of the shoulders, let go of the neck. Allow the crown of the head to be facing down towards the ground. If it feels nicer, put a bend in your knees, put a nice bend in the knees. And just allowing the hands to come wherever feels comfortable. So some of you, that might be the calves, might be the thighs. Some of you might be able to get down to the ground, but don't force anything here. And then bring your opposite hand to the elbow and just gently sway from side to side. Just starting to warm up through the back of the body, stretch all of those muscles. Lovely. Let go of your hands, straighten through the legs a little bit, and bring your right hand to the ground if you're able to. You can put a nice bend in here if it's difficult for the hand to come to the ground. Bend through your right leg, stretch through the left, and we're going to inhale the left arm up to the ceiling. Find that lovely stretch in the back of your hamstring. We're also twisting through the spine. It's a really detoxifying pose for the body. And we're opening up through the chest and the shoulder on the left side. So stay here, slow the breath down, deep inhalation and a lovely long exhalation. Deep inhalation and a lovely long exhalation. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale deeply. And this time as you exhale, float the arm back down to the ground. And we'll swap sides. So bringing the left hand to the ground, do bend the knees if you need to. This time we're going to try to straighten the right leg and bend the left. And as we inhale, we're going to take the right arm up to the ceiling. Doesn't matter where it comes, just as long as you can find the opening into your chest. Lengthen out through your right leg, trying to stack the shoulders one on top of the other, maybe taking your gaze up to the thumb. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhalation. Deep breath in and exhale. 2 more times. Deep breath in and exhale. Just see if you can open up through the chest and shoulder one more time. Deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, float the arm back down. This time trying to straighten the legs up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Bring the weight slightly forward in your feet so your hips are stacked over the ankles. Suck the tummy in, press the chest down towards the thighs. And relax the neck. Very, very slowly roll back up to standing again. Leaving the head to last, just to allow the blood pressure to settle. And we'll roll the shoulders up, back and down. Okay, step your right foot back, not too far apart this time. It's quite a narrow stance. And plant your feet so your toes are both facing in the same direction. Press down into your toes of the left foot, the heel of the right foot. And just make sure the pelvis is in alignment here. You're not doing any wonky type moves there. Interlock the hands behind you, as we did in the seated position. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift the chest. As you exhale, float forward with a flat back. Bringing your chest as close to the left knee as you can and allowing the arms to come up to the ceiling. And again, if you can, relax your head, bringing the crown of the head to the ground. So you've got a lovely stretch in the back of your left thigh. You're taking those arms up to the ceiling, opening up through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, hugging the lower abdomen into your spine, and breathing. So take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. And on the next inhalation, gently rising all the way up. Give the hands a nice little shake and we'll step the right foot to the front of the mat. Take the feet nice and wide apart. Let's just circle the hips around one way and circle the hips around the other way. Lovely. Okay, just bringing the feet back in slightly. This time we'll step the left foot back, so that nice gentle step back. If you do want to challenge yourself, take it slightly wider, it's absolutely fine. And again, focus on the feet. Press the left toes into the ground, the right heel. Sorry, I said that the wrong way around. The right toes into the ground, the left heel. Interlock the hands again behind the back. If this does cause any discomfort, you can hold on to the opposite elbow if that makes it a little easier for you. Roll the shoulders back and down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your sternum, lift the crown of the head. Suck the lower abdomen in. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward with a nice flat back. And then folding down over your front leg, taking the arms up to the ceiling. Finding the stretch in the front of your body and the back of your right leg. Breathe in nice and deeply. As you exhale, lift those arms up towards the ceiling a little tiny bit more. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently bend through that front leg, releasing all the way out. Release the arms and step the left foot to the front of the mat. Turn sideways on your mat this time and take the feet nice and wide apart. Just make sure that the toes are just slightly turning inwards. Your tailbone is lengthened and you're hugging the tummy in towards the spine. So you've got a nice length going through the front of the body. Bring the hands to the hips. Just take a moment in your little Superman stance. Lift the chest, lift the crown of the head. Breathe in nice and deeply as you exhale, folding forward with that nice flat back. And then softly trying to bring your hands to the ground. Again, if they don't come to the ground, that's fine. Just use your hands on your hips or down onto your shins, your calves. Focus on relaxing the head down, crown of the head coming to the ground. Shoulders are relaxed. Shooting the sit bones up towards the ceiling, sinking your chest down. And we're going to bring the right hand across the left side, about a foot in front of your left arm. Sorry, your left foot. It's got a little twist and a stretch going through the right side of the body. On an inhalation, we're going to float the left arm up to the ceiling. As we did in our forward fold, we're just doing a wider version. So again, open up through the chest, through the shoulder, take your gaze up to the thumb if that feels nice. Twisting and detoxifying the body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, floating the arm back down. And this time we'll walk the hands across to the right. Taking the left hand about a foot in front of the right foot. And as we inhale, take the right arm up to the ceiling. Taking your gaze up to the thumb. Twisting through the torso. Lengthening through the back of the legs. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release the arms. Coming back to center. Hands come to the hips. And as we inhale, we come up with a nice flat back, all the way up to standing, and then step the legs together again. Okay, give the feet a nice little shake if they feel like they need it. Okay, just coming into a little balance to stretch through the legs again. Bring your hands to your hips, take your feet about 2 or 3 inches apart, and really root down through your feet. Have a lovely connection of the ball of the foot, underneath your little toe, and the heel of your foot with the ground. And again, lengthen through the tailbone, hug the tummy in, lift the chest. Shift the weight into your left foot and bring the right knee up towards your chest. Hold on with your right hand. Point the toes down to the ground. So keep your body lifted and long. Keep the chest lifted. Squeeze that knee in as close towards your chest as you can. And gently release. Take the knee behind and see if you can hold on to the front of the foot. Squeezing the knees together, coming into a little quad stretch. So shifting the hips forward slightly, pressing the hand, pressing the foot into the hand. And gently exhale, release the foot. Let's have a little shimmy through the legs a little bit. And we'll do the same on the left side. So inhale, bring the left knee into the chest, hold on with the left hand. Point the toes down to the ground, stand up beautifully tall. Lifting out of the chest, lengthening through the tailbone. Breathe in. Softly breathe out. Release the knee, take the foot behind, see if you can hold on to the foot with your hand. Squeeze the knees together gently, press the hips forward, lift the chest and press the foot into your hand so you start to find that stretch into your left quad. Breathing in and softly breathing out. Gently release. Bring the foot to the ground. And we'll inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, float the arms all the way down to the ground. And then we'll walk the feet back to a nice gentle downward dog. Again, just staying here for a couple of breaths. Paddle through the feet if you'd like to. Maybe coming up onto the toes, shooting the sit bones up to the ceiling, sinking the chest down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower the knees to the ground. And we're going to lower all the way down onto our tummies. And making our way into Sphinx pose. Okay, so Sphinx pose, the elbows come directly underneath the shoulder. So the upper arm is at a 90-degree angle. So the elbows are stacked directly underneath. The hands come out parallel. And they press your fingertips into the ground. Now, if you've got any twinges in your lower back, take the feet about a foot apart. If not, you can try and bring the heels together. Press your pelvis into the ground. Lift your chest slightly. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the neck. Take your gaze slightly upwards. So just gently arching through the lower back. Really nice one for the lumbar spine. Press the tops of your feet into the ground behind you, but release the buttocks. So you might find a little sensation coming into the thighs here as well as you press those feet into the ground. Just stay here. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. And lovely complete exhalations. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently just allow yourself to melt down onto the mat and make a little pillow with your hands. Bring the cheek onto your hands. And just take a nice deep breath in here. And softly release. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Press all the way up and back into your child's pose. Just to release the spine off the other way, so it's a nice little counter pose for Sphinx. And maybe see if the forehead can reach the mat. And then when you're ready, rolling up through the spine. We'll take both legs around to the right and bring the left hip down to the ground. Extending the legs out in front. Okay, take the fleshy part of your buttocks away. Flex the feet, pull up the kneecaps to engage the thighs and squeeze the inner thighs together. Pull up your pelvic floor, hug the tummy in and just allow the hands to softly land to either side of your legs. Lift your chest, crown of the head to the ceiling. So you're sitting up beautifully tall, hugging that tummy in, trying to lift the heels from the ground. Just building a little bit of strength through the core to help us to sit nice and upright throughout the day. Lovely. On the next inhalation, rise your arms up to the ceiling, lifting out of your spine. As you exhale, float forward with a nice flat back. Keep the arms towards your ears. When you can't come any further, take a nice deep breath in and lengthen through that spine as much as you can. Then as you exhale, fold down over the legs. Doesn't matter where you are, your hands can be on your thighs, your calf. Maybe some of you will reach the toes. But imagine your sit bones are going towards the wall behind you. You're hugging your lower abdomen in underneath the rib cage. Sinking your chest down towards the thighs. And stretching all the way, the fascia all the way from the backs of your toes, all the way along the back of the body, up and over the head to the forehead. So again, return to your deep breaths. Try to breathe in for a count of 4. And this time lengthen the exhalation and let go as much as you can. Every time you exhale, just see if you can bring that head just a little bit closer towards your knees. If you do have any tenderness or tightness in the hamstrings, do put a nice little bend into the knees there. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. And on the next inhalation, rise the arms up to the ceiling, lifting out of that body again. And as you exhale, bring the hands softly behind you, fingertips just gently facing away from you. Point the toes out in front, roll the shoulders up, back and down, lift the chest. On a big inhalation, see whether you can lift the hips from the ground, bring the toes to the ground and take your gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. One more deep breath in, lifting those hips. As you exhale, gently lower down. Hug the knees in towards the chest and just fold down over your knees for a moment. Lovely. Lay down on your backs. Keep the knees bent for the moment. Take the arms softly away from the body. Take the feet nice and wide apart. Keep that lovely bend in the knees. Breathing deeply as you exhale, drop both knees to the right. Inhale to centre, drop both knees to the left. Just stay here for a moment, just windscreen wiping the legs from one side to the other. And just focus on relaxing all of the body, releasing any tension from the lower back, any tightness we might be holding in the abdomen, the pelvis. Just enjoy the movement of your body for a moment. And then when you're ready, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Circle the knees around to the right. Circle the knees around to the left. And if you like, you can roll onto the right hand side of the body and press up to seated. Or you can bring your hands into the backs of the knees. Softly roll back along the mats and come up to a seated position. Okay, so we're just going to finish off with a little tiny bit of breathing just to connect and slow the breath down before we continue with our day. So sit up nice and tall. Find the middle part of your sit bones and make sure you're connected with the ground on your sit bones. Lift the chest up, take the shoulders away from your ears. Bring the fingertips down to the ground. We're going to inhale the arms up and overhead for a count of 4. Taking the gaze up to the hands, lifting the spirits, and exhale for a count of 6. This can be at your own pace. So if you're going slightly faster or slower than me, that's absolutely fine. Just inhaling for 4 and exhaling nice and slowly for a count of 6. Lovely. Last time, inhale the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Allow the palms to touch one another. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart space. And that finishes our practice today. So thank you very much for joining me. Om Shanti. Namaste. I hope to see you all on the mat soon. Have a lovely, lovely working week. Take care. Don't forget to breathe.